Canis domesticus, or the common house cat, is becoming an increasingly popular pet. Even with erratic lifestyles and crazy schedules, people still want to come back home to their special animal. And kitties really are special animals. They make the most wonderful pets. Okay, Muffin is not in a very nice mood and he doesn't really want to cuddle. But however independent these animals seem, don't you even for a second begin to believe that they need lesser love and attention when compared to other pets. Don't believe me? Hear it from who I call the cat woman.
People think that their independence is coldness. Many people say that cats don't really have feelings. They're not affectionate like dogs. That's really not true. They are just differently affectionate. They show and ask for love in different ways.
And this Devika knows from years of working with cats. She has fostered about 100 cats in her own home and continues to help out countless other kitties. According to her, it doesn't take much to keep a feline happy.
You can keep a cat indoors. You don't have to take them for walks, which is, I think, one of the tricky things with dogs. Either you need a house with a compound, or you need to do that a few times a day. Somebody needs to walk the dog. Then if you go out to work, that's a problem. You can have a cat indoors all the time, though it is nice for them if they're allowed out, in and out. I can show you, you can have a little flap in the door where they come and go if you don't live in a house with a compound. They are intrinsically very, very clean creatures. If you create a litter area, which is just a tray with litter, and you can choose commercial litter, or you can put in sand, but it gets wet and heavy and smelly and it's difficult to get sand. You can even pick up sawdust for virtually nothing. And you fill a sort of plastic tub with that. You'll be amazed. People cannot believe how fast a cat can be litter-free.
So a pet cat is cleanliness personified. Catified. They don't just do their business in the allotted spot, but also keep themselves extremely tidy. They don't miss a spot behind their ears, between their paws. Oh yeah, cats have a clean act. And all this with no help from their humans.
People do bathe their cats, but you really don't need to. We have a household of very clean cats. They have their own grooming equipment, and they just lick themselves very, very clean. If you're ever licked by a cat, you will feel that sandpapery tongue. And that's a sign of a healthy and happy cat. They go on grooming themselves, licking themselves. They're perfectly clean. You never need to bathe your cat unless it went and got into a muddy puddle or got grease on it, and you have to actually clean it up for that reason.
Mice love cheese and cats love milk. Universal truth, right? Totally wrong. In fact, milk is something that most cats are highly intolerant to because it gives them various tummy disorders. Milk is given to a kitten only up until it's weaned, and even then, kitten formula is recommended. Now, a cat's diet is something that has to be monitored very strictly.
Diet is largely a non-vegetarian. Cats are carnivores and they get some very important nutrients, something called taurine, which is essential for their good health, from non-vegetarian food. Now you have kibble, little dry pellets, which contain all the nutrition necessary for a cat, and very easy. You just put down the little bowl and water at all times, and the cat has its complete food. Of course, in non-vegetarian homes, cats, all animals, all creatures like a bit of a variety. Cook a little bit of fish or chicken, something, and of course little snacks that people find. They like dosas and puris and things like that. So even vegetarians nowadays don't mind keeping cats if they don't mind buying the cat food.
remember, there are a few things that you should keep away from your cat at home. Chocolates, human medication, crocin in fact is absolutely lethal to a cat. Before you treat your kitty's palate to anything new, make sure you check with your vet.
Visiting a vet for the routine checkups, deworming, a couple of vaccines are very important. Even that it's not very expensive, a few ₹100. Prevention saves probably thousands. And neutering a pet, of course, a few thousand.
Moving house is a very stressful experience for your cats too. Now you can't really sit them down at the dinner table and talk them into it. But there are a few things that you can do to ensure that the move is not so bad.
When you shift house, you keep your cat in one room. So you put up a litter area and a bit of food, and you get it used to that room with your old stuff. You calm them down and you keep them confined and release them slowly into the other parts of the house, and you have successfully shifted with your feline family.
Of course, when you're going out of town just for a few days, you leave your cats at your trusted auntie's house, right? Meow. Wrong.
Better to leave the cat at home and have a family member, a domestic staff member, a neighbor or a friend just drop in and put down food. It actually doesn't matter if during the days you're away your cat eats much less, and they may be a little lonely. Maybe someone can only come in and put down food once a day. It doesn't really matter. The stress caused to the cat in being taken somewhere new and having to adapt to a new environment is far worse than the slight loneliness of having the family members leave town, but they are in their familiar home. You can just watch your cats for hours. They are amazingly beautiful, graceful, very, very comical actually. Hours of amusement are ensured to cat owners. Or cat-owned, as we prefer to say.
I'm truly owned, and I'm under the spell that these magical creatures have cast on me. When Kitty's around, life's just perfect.
Pet primping and pampering. Know how in just a bit.